Everybody's got a little something that tickles their something, and today we will be going on Reddit, exploring the not safe for work section, and going through the thread called "What is the weirdest fetish one of your exes had?" Because I was doom scrolling the other night and this looked like an interesting video idea. A girl I briefly dated wanted to wear a diaper out to a bar, then piss in it when she flirted with another guy. Then I walk up and ask if she pissed herself again. You know, there is like a whole community of people who want to be like babies and not like, oh, hi baby. No, like wear a diaper, sleep in a crib, be considered like an infant. I guess these people, like, these are probably people who had to like grow up fast and didn't get a childhood and like have bad relationships with their parents. I think the only problem, or the only like thing that makes me concerned about, well, I don't know how to phrase this. The only thing that's like not right about this one, other than like, you know, I'm not gonna kink shame in this, you know, like I wouldn't want to do this, but you know, if it floats someone else's boat, great. Don't involve like unwilling strangers. Like, don't come up to people at a bar and then like your partner comes up to you and be like, oh baby, did you piss yourself again in your diaper? Like, that's really awkward. That's how I feel about furries. Like, I have no issue with furries, but then it's like, when you're like walking around school with a tail, it's like, why are you involving other people in your kink? Like, it just rubs me the wrong way. And yeah, and this commenter, Soupy Twist, agrees. They says, I judge it a little in that it's pulling some random stranger into their sex stuff in a way that will most likely make them uncomfortable. That's exactly what I was just saying. Okay, let's look at the next one. Tickling. That was foreplay. I would tickle her to the point where she was crying or about to pee herself, and then she'd make me go down on her. Not a problem, honestly, just odd. Edit. For those of you saying she was molested as a child, she was not, as far as I was aware. She just liked to be tickled and I enjoyed having my nuts licked. Sometimes people like stuff and it doesn't mean that they were abused. That's crazy. I wouldn't automatically assume she was like molested as a child in order to want to be like tickled. I don't know. I just feel like that's a far quick jump to go to, not having any more context other than 2 sentences. I hate getting tickled. I hate it. But my boyfriend tickles me just to piss me off. Someone commented, this is a nightmare scenario for me. I'm ridiculously ticklish. Why would anyone want to use that as pleasure? Yes, I am also very ticklish. This person said, one time a guy I dated suggested to tie me up and tickle me. The loss of control in the situation was the kind of arousing part for me. I never tried it again, but I was into it, not gonna lie. Huh. People can have massively varied responses to different stimuli. People who are into tickling often feel very euphoric and pleasured by the sensation, as well as psychologically enjoy the loss of control. Wait, what? Someone commented, some people like consuming waste as their fetish. I think I would choose tickling over that. Yeah, I think I would too. This one's so interesting. She liked to fuck with both of us only wearing leather jackets. I feel like that would get sweaty. She'd grab my lapels and lapels? No, it's lapels. It's lapels. Lapels. And inhale the leather smell. Oh! Leather does smell good. And inhale the leather smell deeply when she came. It was weird, but it was kind of hot too. Never bothered asking why. I didn't want to ruin the magic. She was a lot of fun. Huh. You know, I do like the smell of leather, but you know, you could just like have something else that's leather. It's a little smaller, that's not gonna like make you guys, like, I feel like it would get so sweaty. I don't like sweating. Oh, this one's great. It says, jerking me off as I read smut to her. That's great. That's a good way to like, I mean, I like reading that kind of stuff too. You see, I read stuff about like demons and like, I would just feel weird having my person read that to me. I think he'd make fun of it. I've told him about these books before and he's like, okay. Someone said, I even asked her to tell me her sexual fantasies and wrote stories with her as the main character in it so I could read those to her. At some point it started including what she would wear and the instructions on what she would do to me. That's really different and cool. Someone said, as a published smut author, this warms my heart. Yeah, it's kind of wholesome and sweet. It's like, oh, like, I know you really like this, so let me like incorporate it. Like, you can just like live your book. That's sweet. She got on top of me, then started riding, then started peeing. No warning, no permission, just piss all over my bed. and I finished. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I had a dick, that would feel good. Cock nursing. What is this? She would cuddle up to me and suckle on me until she fell asleep. This was a very regular thing, and sometimes I would be asleep and then she would come to bed and do it to lull herself to sleep. Weird? Maybe. Did I mind? Absolutely not. Edit. I have been educated that the common name for this, oh, there's a name for it, is cockwarming. I assume this term because I already had the knowledge of adult nursing relationship, ANR. What is this? Which is adults, usually men, nursing on adult breasts. I had a guy who like really wanted to do that. Oh, it's a funny story. He had like slid in my DMs and he was like, I like your videos, like, can I take you out? And I was like, sure, yeah. I didn't think it was too weird. I thought he was cute. So we went out, and then I was talking about, it was when Pam and Tommy, the TV show, came out. And I was talking about how I really wanted to watch it, but I didn't have Hulu. I think it was on Hulu. And he was like, oh, well, like, I live in a historical landmark and you can just come back to my place and like watch Pam and Tommy. And I was like, not really vibing with him, but I was like, okay, I'll go and I'll just like ignore you. I'm horrible, but that honestly, that was my plan. So we go back. The historical landmark is an NYU frat house and he had a bunk bed. And so we sat on the bottom bunk and we watched, or I watched, all of Pam and Tommy. I watched the entire season that whole night. And he was like, he was trying to like call me mommy. He was like attached on it. I was really not into it. And he like stayed like that. And I was like, this is not fun. I was like consenting. I didn't care. I wanted to watch Pam and Tommy, but like I was ignoring every advance he was throwing at me. I was not interested. No, I did see him again. I went to a couple parties over there. And then he had a girlfriend. And he was like, you and my girlfriend should be friends. I think you and my girlfriend would be great friends. But he kept trying to like, he gave me her Snapchat in the morning. He was like, this is her Snapchat. Like, y'all should be friends. And like, he was very much trying to get us to be friends. Like, I added her on Snapchat. She was also like, it was really sweet. She was like, I like your videos. And I was like, thanks, queen. And then she started talking to me about like Gravity Falls, and then I kind of ghosted her. I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? But this man was like on me the whole night, and I was just trying to watch Pam and Tommy and like leave. She liked to watch me have sex with other women. The first time she told me about it, we had already been together for a month or so, and I thought it was really hot, but man, did it get weird. It started out cool, and I did enjoy it at first, but after like the third girl, I started feeling pressure to bag women with her. Like, she'd legit be disappointed if we went out on a weekend and I didn't find anyone to bring back. And in a relationship with someone you have strong feelings for, that doesn't feel the best. It also felt like she would have got off way more from watching me with someone else than actually being with me, and I was jealous of that. I don't know, maybe I just actually genuinely love my partner. I just don't think I could do it. Like, I just respect him so much, but like I just want to like I just want my man. I just want my man. She wanted me to dress her up as a pony and trot her around in front of a crowd of people. This reminds me of the guy with the dog costume. I can talk about him in another video if you want. I can talk about these adult babies in another video if you want to. It's like a whole deep dive I can do on it. She also would dress up as a Nazi and suck my dick while I choked and slapped her and told her how much of a piece of shit she was for being a Nazi. She wasn't racist, nor was she a horse. Oh my gosh. Okay, on that note, I think we've done enough deep diving into Reddit for today. But if you liked this video, let me know and I can make a part 2, or I can talk about those other things that I brought up in the video. Like, I can do deep dives on that. But subscribing really helps. I'm a tiny channel right now, but I'm trying to grow. Casper says hi. And comment your like weird stories if you have any. Thanks for watching. Stay spooky.